Hello crafters, this is Yana Smakula. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am playing with an exceptionally awesome die set, perfect for color blocking. And color blocking seems to be so crazy popular these days. So the die set I have here is the Colorblock Landscape from Spellbinders. This is their June 2021 Small Die of the Month. It is a subscription club, which you can join and cancel anytime. It is a very flexible subscription, no minimum commitment, and it is very affordable too. The main die is this piece that cuts the landscape blocks. You can cut them from colored cardstock, or you can cut them from white cardstock and then ink blend various colors of ink to color these pieces into various colors to make different landscapes. So mountains, valleys, rivers, lakes, fields, and so on. Now, it can also be very abstract. It doesn't have to resemble an actual landscape. There's also a die to cut a circle, a sun, and you can also cut a moon using this die, and I'll show that in a minute. And there's also a ray die to make the sun rays for your sun, but you can also use this die all by itself for various geometric pattern backgrounds. This is fantastic die for colored cardstock play. You can utilize all of those cardstock scraps that you might have in your stash with this die set. Now you also have a little cactus if you like to do a southwestern theme. And there are also these two branch dies that you can use to add some greenery to the card, to frame your landscape from above or from the side, or you can just use them separately. It's totally up to you. You just have those in the die set included to dress up your cards or to use as decorations. Now here's how you use the circle die to make a moon. You just cut it twice like so. So you first cut a full circle, and then you cut the same die cut once again using the circle die to create a moon shape. And you can change the colors of your landscape die cut pieces to create a nighttime scene and then have a moon on your card. It's very clever. Now there's also a stamp set from Spellbinders, and this is their June 2021 Clear Stamp of the Month. This is again another subscription club, and it coordinates with this die set. The circle sentiments fit inside the sun die cut. Again, very clever. It is a fun stamp set to use in conjunction with the small die, but then of course it can be used all completely on its own or with any other products you might have in your stash. Now here's one of the cards I already made using these two products, and you can watch a video tutorial for this first card on the Spellbinders YouTube channel. Here's another card with a sky filled with warm sun rays and a sentiment stamped over the sun. And of course, you have the colorful landscape. Now for this card, for this first card, I also used the landscape pieces to make up the clouds in the sky. I just got them from various shades of blue, and then used the same blue for the bottom of the card here to make up a river. So very easy. You just change up the colors of cardstock and you have different landscape pieces. Now here's another card I made using this die where I used just the sunray die and the circle die to create a color block background. It's actually very similar to another popular color blocking die from Spellbinders. I think it's called the Colorblock Slices, but this sunray die is just smaller. So I cut it from various colors of cardstock, and then I added a stamped sentiment inside the circle that masks the center from which all of these rays are coming out. So let's go ahead and make a few cards using this die. I did all of my die cutting off camera, and I simply picked several colors of cardstock from my stash. I cut a full landscape from each color, and then I played around with the pieces to make this background and the other background I'll share today. Now, I also die cut lots of blank pieces from white cardstock, and I did that to be able to add dimension to my die cuts without having to use foam adhesive. You'll see I'm only using glue in this video. I didn't want this to be a one-layer card. I wanted to have various levels of dimension to each of my color block sections, and I was able to easily achieve that by adding blank cardstock layers under select die cuts. I started on a panel of light blue cardstock, and this will make my sky. I wanted to do some inlay die cutting. The sun, for example, I wanted it to be level with a white die cut. So I used the circle die to cut the circle portion out of the white die cut to fit the sun in. Now, before I adhere the sun onto the card, I'm going to stamp a sentiment. You are my sunshine, and I stamp it in VersaFine Onyx Black ink in the center of that circle. I'm going to add my second sky panel. I am just adhering it using glue, and I will tuck part of the sun under it. That's why I didn't add any glue over there. Next, I'm adding the left part of the white die cut. Having that in place, I can add my sun and then finish the sky portion by adding the right-hand side part of the white die cut, just like so. And it all goes together like puzzle pieces. They fit perfectly well together. I'm a big fan of Spellbinders club dies and all of the Spellbinders dies, really. And this particular die is no exception. It is very well thought out. It is very well designed, and it is a pleasure to create with. Now, because this is a club die, it is only available on the Spellbinders website, and it is only available during a certain time period in June. So it's available from June 1st to June 24th. So if you want to get this die, make sure you go ahead and join the club. And then if you don't like the next month, you can cancel anytime. Like I said, there's no minimum commitment. You're not committing yourself to like a 3 or a 6 or a 1 year time period. So you can cancel anytime. Next, I'm sticking the white blank die cuts to add a dimension to select sections. Well, actually to all of the sections. The bottom section is 5 pieces tall. There are 4 blank die cuts and then the colored die cut on top. See all of that dimension? I think it adds a lot of interest to the card. Now, it does add a little bit of weight to the card, so it's going to be a little bit heavier than your regular card, especially one that's 1 layer or maybe one that uses foam adhesive, but I think it's worth it. I really like the dimension that the cardstock layers add. The next section is 4 pieces tall, so 3 blank die cuts and then a colored die cut on top. So this is 1 layer of cardstock thinner. Next section is 3 pieces tall, so 2 blank die cuts and 1 colored piece on top, and so on. So this pale yellow one is just 2 pieces tall, 1 blank and 1 colored die cut. And for the last one, the heels, it's 5 pieces tall and it goes on like this, overlapping part of the sky. I love this look. I think it's so bold and so colorful, and I think that this die is simply fantastic and really is perfect for summer card making. I've added some stamping using the Clear Stamp of the Month set. I added the birds flying around the sun, and then I adhered a couple of sequins and called this card done. For the next project, I started by stamping a mini scene onto the sun die cut. I had already pre-planned my card design, and I needed to start with the sun to be able to build my scene. With that done, I alternated the sun rays. I added pale yellow and pale pink sun rays one by one to build my sky over a white cardstock panel. I should probably mention that this die is designed to work on A2 cards, but it can be adapted to portrait, mini slimline, or slimline sizes quite easily. With most of the sun rays in place, I adhered the colorful landscape pieces one by one, starting from the bottom. I did not add any dimension this time, and I adhered everything flat to the card. Next, I trimmed the excess sun rays using long blade scissors. I love these scissors from Spellbinders. They cut like butter. Very high quality scissors and perfect for cutting paper and also foil. These are the scissors I usually use to cut my foil with if I'm not using my quick trimmer from Spellbinders for the foil. So here's what this panel looks like. I actually love it this way. It's very unfinished, but this unfinished look also looks very intentional, if you know what I mean. Very cool, I think. I went ahead and I added the rest of the landscape pieces. I decided not to add any more sun rays. I wanted to have a little bit of that white sky show on the card. I did add the cacti die cuts that are included in this die set. And then I added some foliage pieces up at the top framing the scene a little bit. There's so much you can do with this die set in terms of creating colorful abstract backgrounds, and I especially love that sunray die. It is so simple, but so versatile. So here's a look at the cards I have for you today, created with the Spellbinders Colorblock Landscape die. I hope you enjoyed this video and the tips I had for you. Thanks so much for joining me today. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time.